This is What's Wild in New Hampshire by wildlife biologist Eric Orff. Now out for a little trip this morning. This is Monday, September 26th. It's this time of year that river herring, between now and mid-October, river herring, the adults were captured down in Lawrence or the Winnipesaukee Dam. River herring came up the Merrimack River, fishing game, and from the coast. Actually, quite a few come from the coast still. They catch river herring in April when the river herring are running our rivers in the spring. And because of dams such as the one I'm standing right next to here in Tilton on the Winnipesaukee River, right here, because of these dams and the lack of fish ways, fish ladders, fish steps to get up the rivers, they truck them up by the thousands to Lake Winnipesaukee. So here is the dam on this is the dam on the Winnipesaukee River, and let's take a look. Just kind of wondering whether there are provisions to bypass the juvenile river herring. They're going to be 4, 5, 6 inches long at most, but there'll be tens, if not hundreds of millions of river herring right now over the next several weeks. They'll be migrating down the Winnipesaukee River right here to go out to the ocean for 2 to 3 years before they come back. And they feed everybody in the ocean. So here is a hydro station in Tilton on the Winnipesaukee River. And I'll have to check with New Hampshire Fish and Game Fisheries whether there have been provisions made. I'm sure there are, hopefully there are, for these river herring to successfully make it downriver. And what I see right here is no water going over the dam from this perspective, no spillway, so really no way for the fish to avoid the turbines from being ground up and killed. I don't see any gulls here. Usually when there's a fish kill, you would know, because there would be tons of gulls and other birds eating them. So it's not happening here today. I don't see that there is the likelihood of a fish kill here today. I have seen them at other dams on the Suncook River, river herring by the millions being killed. So what's going on here? What's going on here? So here's the big pipe leading to the penstock, I'm guessing, to or from. So there is where the water goes to make electricity using our natural resources, the resources that belong to all of us. The water does not belong to the power company, it belongs to us. And there's some water flowing here, so I think, yes. Okay, they've got some kind of a bypass there. Good. Well, hopefully the river herring have a bypass. I've never been to this dam before, but sure looks to me like there's some kind of a built-in bypass right there. The herring tend to go along the top, so you can have a little notch in the batter boards, and the fish, the majority, will bypass and get downriver. So I'm not seeing a bunch of gulls that would indicate we've got a big fish kill here. So good. And eels, American eels, the female eels. So eels migrate up again in spring. Juvenile eels, an inch or two long, come up the Winnipesaukee River up to Winnisquam and Winnipesaukee, and grow 30 to 50 years. 30 to 50 years they live in fresh water, the females, and then they migrate down. And many of them are chopped up by the hydro plants. Let's hope this bypass works for eels too. I don't know where in the water column they migrate. I'd have to check on that, but I don't see any signs. There'd be gulls here, birds here, eating if there was a big fish kill. It looks like this bypass is working on the Winnipesaukee River in Tilton. The fish, you know, we've had some rainfall. We've had an inch of rain 2 days ago. It's these September into early October rain events that triggers them to migrate. Eels and river herring. And hoping here on the Winnipesaukee River in Tilton that things are moving fine. Not seeing any suggestions that there's any dead river herring anywhere here. Good news. All right, just came up, spotted this here in Tilton. Been wanting to come up here and check out the Winnipesaukee River. Flowing pretty good, and it looks like there is indeed a bypass for the river herring and hopefully eels. Don't know if there's anything else I can see here. This hydro station's no doubt been here over 100 years. Many of them were built long time ago. Well, here is the discharge where water goes to make electricity. The size of that pipe. Wow, that is some big. And there's the river down there. Winnipesaukee River, just a bit before it goes into Franklin and then eventually into the Pemmy, forming the Merrimack River. So yeah, things are happening here today on the Winnipesaukee River in Tilton. This is wildlife biologist Eric Orr for What's Wild in New Hampshire.